Hey there, travelers and culture enthusiasts. Welcome back to PlacePicks, where we dive deep into the most fascinating and lesser-known corners of our world. Today, we're setting off on an extraordinary journey to the heart of Central Asia, Uzbekistan. This beautiful country is renowned for its ancient Silk Road cities, mesmerizing architecture, and rich cultural heritage. But beyond the breathtaking minarets and bustling markets, Uzbekistan holds some truly intriguing secrets. In today's video, we're uncovering 20 strange facts and taboos that you absolutely need to know before visiting. From the peculiar traditions that will leave you amazed to the cultural do's and don'ts that could save you from an awkward moment, we've got it all. So, whether you're planning your next adventure or just love learning about new cultures, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started on this unforgettable journey through Uzbekistan's most captivating quirks and customs. Trust me, you won't believe some of these. Let's start with 10 taboos. Number 10, feet etiquette. In Uzbekistan, feet are viewed with a unique cultural sensitivity. Showing the soles of your feet is considered highly disrespectful, as they are seen as the lowest part of the body, both literally and metaphorically. When visiting someone's home, it's customary to remove your shoes at the door and sit in a manner that keeps your feet hidden. Think of it as a game of hide and feet. Tuck them under you or sit cross-legged to avoid offending your hosts. This cultural nuance stems from the belief that feet, used for walking and exposed to dirt, should not be flaunted. Flashing your soles can be as offensive as giving a thumbs down to someone's prized possession. So next time you find yourself in Uzbekistan, remember to keep those toes tucked away, and you'll blend seamlessly into their warm and hospitable culture. Number 9. Political discussions. Discussing politics in Uzbekistan can be as treacherous as navigating a field of landmines while blindfolded. In this Central Asian gem, conversations about the government or political figures are best approached with the same caution you'd use when handling a delicate piece of ancient pottery. One wrong move, and it could all come crashing down. Imagine you're at a vibrant Uzbek bazaar, sampling the local melons, when someone drops a political comment. The air grows tense, like a scene from a suspense thriller where everyone knows the stakes are high, but no one dares to make a move. It's not just about avoiding controversy, it's about respecting the local norms and ensuring your conversations remain as smooth as silk from the ancient Silk Road itself. Instead of diving into political debates, keep the chatter light and breezy, like a cool breeze on a hot summer day in the Chimgan Mountains. Talk about the rich history, the breathtaking architecture, or even the mouth-watering Pillow V. This way, you'll keep your social interactions as delightful and harmonious as a traditional Uzbek dance, avoiding the metaphorical landmines of political discourse. Number 8. Photography. In Uzbekistan, whipping out your camera can feel a bit like navigating a high-stakes game of Where's Waldo, but with potentially serious consequences. Imagine you're wandering through the captivating streets of Samarkand, your camera ready to capture the azure domes and intricate mosaics. Suddenly, you spot a majestic government building or a stern-looking guard post. Tempting as it may be to snap a photo, doing so could land you in hot water faster than you can say cheese. These places are like the elusive Waldo in your photo hunt, best admired from a distance and definitely not the focus of your lens. But it's not all doom and gloom for shutterbugs. Uzbekistan is a paradise for photographers, bursting with vibrant bazaars, ancient architecture, and friendly locals. Just remember, when capturing the essence of this enchanting land, to always ask permission before photographing people, especially if they're not posing like they're ready for a magazine cover. This way, your photo album will be filled with genuine smiles and stunning landscapes, not awkward encounters or stern warnings. So keep your camera at the ready, but your cultural sensitivity even sharper, and you'll capture Uzbekistan in all its glory without stepping on any toes. Number 7. Alcohol. In Uzbekistan, indulging in a drink can be a bit like navigating a maze with hidden doors and unexpected turns. Yes, alcohol is available, and locals do enjoy a good toast with friends, but public drunkenness is as frowned upon as showing up to a black tie event in flip-flops. Picture this. You're at a lively Uzbek celebration, the air filled with laughter and the clinking of glasses. The vodka flows freely, but there's an unspoken rule. Enjoy yourself, but don't let the spirit move you too much. Think of it as walking a tightrope where balance is key. One wrong step, and you might find yourself the subject of disapproving glances and whispered conversations. Navigating this social labyrinth means understanding the cultural nuance. A glass of fine Uzbek wine or a shot of vodka is like a warm hug, welcomed in moderation. However, transforming into the life of the party with excessive drinking is akin to turning a charming Uzbek melody into a chaotic heavy metal concert, not quite the vibe everyone is going for. So, raise your glass, savor the moment, and keep the party as harmonious as a beautifully choreographed Uzbek dance. Remember, in Uzbekistan, it's all about enjoying the journey without losing your way in the twists and turns of overindulgence. Number 6. Pork consumption. In Uzbekistan, ordering a pork dish is like asking for a snow cone in the middle of the desert, unlikely to be found and sure to raise a few eyebrows. As a predominantly Muslim country, Uzbekistan adheres to dietary laws that make pork as rare on the menu as a unicorn at a rodeo. Imagine you're at a bustling Uzbek market, surrounded by the tantalizing aromas of sizzling kebabs, steaming plov, and fragrant samsa. You casually inquire about a pork sausage, and suddenly, it's as if you've asked for the moon on a stick. The vendor's eyes widen in surprise, and you might even hear a gentle chuckle or two from nearby shoppers. Instead, embrace the local cuisine, where lamb, beef, and chicken reign supreme, offering a symphony of flavors that will dance on your taste buds. Think of Uzbek cuisine as a well-orchestrated symphony, with each meat playing its part to create a harmonious melody of taste. Pork, on the other hand, is like the unexpected guest who doesn't quite fit in at the grand feast. So, when in Uzbekistan, let the local delicacies guide you through a culinary journey that's as rich and varied as the Silk Road itself. Enjoy the succulent skewers of shashlik, the hearty bowls of lagman, and the savory bites of manti, knowing that you're savoring the best of what this vibrant culture has to offer, sans the pork. Taboo number 5. Religious respect. In Uzbekistan, showing respect for religious customs is as important as wearing sunscreen in the desert. It's non-negotiable and crucial for a smooth experience. Picture yourself standing in front of a grand, ancient mosque, its majestic domes and intricate mosaics shimmering under the sun. You're ready to capture every detail with your camera when you notice the locals around you, bowing their heads in prayer or quietly entering the mosque. Suddenly, your casual tourist attire feels as out of place as a snowman in summer. Here, respecting religious traditions isn't just polite, it's woven into the very fabric of daily life, much like the exquisite silk that made this region famous. Think of religious respect in Uzbekistan as the golden rule of cultural harmony. It's what keeps the beautiful symphony of local life playing smoothly. If you find yourself visiting a mosque, dress modestly and behave with the same reverence you'd show in a grand cathedral or a sacred shrine. It's like being invited to a royal banquet. You wouldn't show up in flip-flops and a tank top, right? So, tread lightly, show reverence, and you'll find yourself embraced by the rich cultural tapestry of this ancient and enchanting land. Number 4. Eating etiquette. In Uzbekistan, dining is an art form, and your hands are the brushes. But there's a catch. Using your left hand for eating is as taboo as painting a masterpiece with a mop. The right hand is the star of the show, taking center stage in this culinary ballet, while the left hand is relegated to the shadows, reserved for less glamorous tasks. Picture yourself at a lavish Uzbek feast, the table groaning under the weight of aromatic plovi, juicy shashlik, and flaky samsa. You're about to dive in when you remember the left hand is off-limits. Using it would be like playing the wrong note in a beautiful symphony, a jarring misstep in an otherwise harmonious experience. Navigating this dining etiquette is like mastering a delicate dance. The right hand gracefully scoops up morsels of food, while the left hand remains politely out of sight, much like an understudy waiting in the wings. It's not just a quirky custom, it's rooted in centuries of tradition and hygiene practices. Embrace it, and you'll blend seamlessly into the rhythm of Uzbek life. Number 3. Pointing. In Uzbekistan, pointing with your finger is as socially awkward as a cat at a dog show. It just doesn't belong. Imagine strolling through the bustling markets of Tashkent, eyes wide with wonder at the vibrant spices, intricate textiles, and mouth-watering treats. You spot something fascinating and instinctively point it out to your friend, only to notice a few raised eyebrows and disapproving glances. Pointing with your finger here is like waving a red flag at a bull. It grabs unwanted attention, and not in a good way. Instead, locals use their whole hand or a subtle nod to indicate something, much like a refined maestro directing an orchestra. Think of pointing as a loud honk in the symphony of Uzbek etiquette. It's jarring and disrupts the flow. Just like you wouldn't want to disrupt the soothing sounds of a classical concert with a blaring horn, avoid pointing with your finger to keep the harmony. Adopt the local style of gesturing, and you'll blend in like a pro, moving through conversations and markets with the grace of a seasoned traveler. So next time you feel the urge to point, remember to channel your inner conductor and guide the attention with a graceful wave of the hand. Number 2. Shoe etiquette. In Uzbekistan, leaving your shoes on indoors is as faux pas as wearing roller skates to a ballet recital. Picture this. You're invited to a cozy Uzbek home, the tantalizing aroma of freshly baked bread wafting through the air. You step inside, only to realize that everyone else has neatly lined their shoes at the door like obedient soldiers. Your shoes, still on your feet, are the elephants in the room. In Uzbek culture, shoes are seen as the bearers of all things dirty and unsavory from the outside world. Bringing them into a home is like inviting a mud-splattered guest to lounge on a pristine white sofa. It's just not done. Mastering the art of shoe etiquette here is like learning to dance the tango. It's all about timing and grace. As you approach the doorway, slip off those shoes with the finesse of a magician pulling a rabbit from a hat. Your hosts will appreciate your respect for their home, and you'll avoid the awkwardness of being the odd one out. Think of it as a rite of passage into the inner sanctum of Uzbek hospitality. Once inside, you can relax, knowing your sock-clad feet are a welcome sight, much like a well-behaved puppy at a pet-friendly cafe. So leave those shoes at the door and step into the warmth and comfort of Uzbek culture, where every barefoot step is a nod to tradition and respect. Taboo number 1. Public affection. In Uzbekistan, public displays of affection are as rare and unwelcome as a snowstorm in the middle of a summer wedding. Imagine strolling through the beautiful historic streets of Bukhara, hand in hand with your significant other, when the impulse strikes to steal a quick kiss. Suddenly, it feels like you've just set off fireworks in a library. The local onlookers might gasp or exchange knowing glances, as public affection here is best left behind closed doors. Hugging, kissing, and even holding hands can draw the kind of attention that makes you wish you were invisible. It's like bringing a marching band to a meditation retreat. Think of it this way. In Uzbekistan, love is like a delicate piece of hand-woven silk, best appreciated up close and personal, away from the prying eyes of the public. Expressing your affection in private ensures that your romantic moments are treasured and not critiqued by every passerby. So, save those passionate embraces for a more secluded setting and keep your public interactions as subtle and respectful as a nod from a distance. By doing so, you'll navigate Uzbek social norms with the grace of a skilled diplomat, ensuring your journey is filled with cultural harmony and unruffled feathers. Plus, it'll give you more time to focus on the stunning architecture and rich history without the added drama of being the accidental stars of a local soap opera. Now let's move on to the 10 facts about Uzbekistan that will absolutely shock you. Number 10. Chimgan Mountains. Nestled like a sparkling gem in the heart of Uzbekistan, the Chimgan Mountains offer a slice of alpine paradise that feels worlds away from the arid expanses of the surrounding steppes. Imagine hiking through verdant valleys and craggy peaks, where every turn presents a postcard-worthy view that would make even the Swiss Alps a bit jealous. The Chimgan Mountains are to Uzbekistan what the Rockies are to the United States, a natural playground for adventure enthusiasts. Whether you're an avid skier ready to carve up the snowy slopes or a paragliding daredevil eager to soar through the crisp mountain air, Chimgan has something to thrill every outdoor lover. Take a summer's day, for example, when the meadows burst into a riot of wildflowers, creating a painter's palette of colors against the backdrop of majestic peaks. Here, you might find local families picnicking beside crystal-clear streams, their laughter mingling with the songs of birds. Or picture winter, when the mountains transform into a snowy wonderland, attracting skiers from far and wide. Imagine the exhilaration of racing down a pristine slope, the wind whipping through your hair, followed by the warmth of a traditional Uzbek meal at a cozy mountain lodge. The Chimgan Mountains are not just a destination, they're a vibrant tapestry of experiences that weave together the best of nature and culture, making every visit a story worth telling. Number 9. Samarkand bread. Samarkand bread, known locally as non, is more than just a staple. It's a symbol of tradition and hospitality that has been baked into the very culture of Uzbekistan. Imagine walking through the ancient streets of Samarkand, where the aroma of freshly baked bread wafts through the air like an irresistible invitation. Each loaf, golden and round, is crafted with a secret blend of love, tradition, and a pinch of mystery passed down through generations. Picture a bustling market where vendors proudly display their beautifully decorated breads, each with intricate patterns pressed into the dough before baking. This bread is not just food, it's a piece of art that carries the soul of Samarkand. Now, consider sitting at an Uzbek family's table where the first thing you notice is a warm, fragrant loaf of Samarkand bread placed at the center. Breaking bread here is a cherished ritual, akin to opening a treasure chest of flavors. Tear off a piece and you'll experience a delightful contrast, crisp crust yielding to a soft, airy interior. Whether you're using it to scoop up savory morsels of plov, wrap around juicy shashlik, or simply enjoy with a dollop of fresh yogurt, Samarkand bread elevates every meal. It's said that no visitor leaves Samarkand without tasting this iconic bread, and once you do, its flavor lingers in your memory, much like the echoes of the city's ancient history. Number 8. Double landlocked country. Uzbekistan's unique status as one of the world's only double landlocked countries is like being the middle matryoshka doll in a nested set. You're not just landlocked, but surrounded by other landlocked countries, creating layers of geographical intrigue. Imagine planning a beach vacation here. You'll need to cross at least 2 international borders to reach the nearest ocean, whether it's the distant waters of the Caspian Sea or the Black Sea. This rarity is shared only with Liechtenstein, making Uzbekistan's position a fascinating cartographical curiosity. It's a bit like being in a clubhouse with exclusive membership, where the entry criteria involve an impressive feat of geography. Take a road trip from Tashkent, for example. To reach the shores of the Caspian Sea, you'd first traverse through Kazakhstan or Turkmenistan, both landlocked themselves. Continue your journey, and you'll cross into Russia or Iran before finally arriving at the coastline. This intricate dance across borders not only highlights the uniqueness of Uzbekistan's geography, but also emphasizes the interconnectedness of the region's nations. Despite the lack of a coastline, Uzbekistan compensates with a rich tapestry of rivers, lakes, and historical water routes like the Amu Darya and Sirdarya, which have nurtured civilizations for millennia. So, while you won't find sandy beaches, you'll discover a land brimming with cultural and historical depth, proving that sometimes the best treasures are found inland. Fact number 7. Nukus Museum. Hidden away in the remote deserts of Uzbekistan lies the Nukus Museum, also known as the Savitsky Collection, an art lover's oasis that rivals the world's greatest galleries in intrigue and story. Imagine stepping into a seemingly unassuming building in Nukus, a city far from the well-trodden tourist paths. Inside, you uncover a treasure trove of over 82,000 pieces of avant-garde Soviet art, a collection so vast and eclectic that it's been dubbed the Louvre of the Steppes. Here, paintings bursting with color and emotion hang alongside sculptures that defied Soviet artistic norms, each piece a whisper of rebellion and a testament to the creative spirit's resilience. Consider the journey of Igor Savitsky, the museum's founder, who played the role of an art world Indiana Jones. He scoured the far reaches of the Soviet Union, rescuing banned artworks from oblivion and giving them sanctuary in this desert hideaway. Picture Savitsky traveling through the harsh landscapes with a determination as fierce as the Uzbek sun, collecting works that the regime sought to erase. Today, visitors to the Nukus Museum can marvel at masterpieces by artists like Ural Tansikbayev and Alexander Volkov, whose works capture the vibrant, tumultuous soul of an era. The museum stands not only as a gallery, but as a beacon of artistic freedom, a place where the suppressed voices of Soviet avant-garde artists sing out in vivid, unrestrained color. Number 6. Navoy Theatre. The Navoy Theatre in Tashkent is an architectural gem that stands as a testament to both artistic grandeur and historical resilience. Imagine walking through its grand entrance, where the elegance of neoclassical design meets the intricate craftsmanship of Uzbek tradition. The theatre, named after the famed poet Alisher Navoy, feels like stepping into a living poem, with its majestic columns, ornate frescoes, and sparkling chandeliers that cast a golden glow over the marble floors. This cultural haven hosts everything from operas to ballet, drawing audiences into performances that are as captivating as the building itself. It's like entering a time capsule, where each show echoes the rich artistic heritage that has shaped Uzbekistan. Number 5. Melon Capital. Uzbekistan is often dubbed the melon capital of the world, and for a good reason. Its melons are so deliciously sweet and diverse that they could make even the finest Parisian patisserie green with envy. Imagine walking through the vibrant markets of Samarkand or Bukhara, where the air is perfumed with the heady scent of ripening melons piled high like treasure chests of golden jewels. These aren't just any melons, They're masterpieces of nature, ranging from the honeyed sweetness of the torpedo-shaped mirzakul to the fragrant, tender flesh of the gulyabi. Each bite is a symphony of flavors, a burst of sunshine that dances on your taste buds and leaves you craving more. Consider a summer day in the Uzbek countryside, where locals celebrate the melon harvest with festivals that are as vibrant and colorful as the fruits themselves. Picture long tables laden with an array of melons, each more inviting than the last, as families gather to sample and savor the season's best. It's like a scene from a storybook, where the humble melon takes center stage in a celebration of community and abundance. Uzbeks take great pride in their melons, cultivating them with techniques passed down through generations, ensuring that every fruit is a testament to their agricultural heritage. Number 4. Registan Square. Registan Square in Samarkand is often hailed as the heart of the Silk Road and can easily be described as the most breathtaking public square in the world. Imagine stepping into this vast, open space surrounded by 3 grand madrasas, each adorned with intricate mosaics, towering minarets, and vibrant blue domes that shimmer under the sun. It's as if you've been transported into a fairy tale, where the architecture tells stories of a bygone era filled with scholars, traders, and poets. As you walk across the square, the geometric patterns and calligraphy on the walls seem to dance, creating a visual symphony that captures the essence of Islamic art and culture. Consider visiting Registan Square at dusk, when the sun sets and the structures are bathed in a golden glow, casting long shadows that whisper the secrets of history. The square comes alive with the sounds of traditional music and the chatter of people from all over the world, much like it did centuries ago when it was a bustling hub of commerce and learning. Picture yourself sitting on one of the benches, savoring a cup of spiced tea, while the majestic Ulugh Beg, Sherdor, and Tilyakori madrasas stand sentinel, their facades illuminated against the night sky. It's an experience that transcends time, making you feel connected to the countless souls who have crossed this iconic square, leaving their mark on the cultural tapestry of Uzbekistan. Number 3. Ancient cities. Uzbekistan's ancient cities, such as Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva, are like living museums, each corner whispering tales from thousands of years ago. Walking through the labyrinthine streets of Bukhara feels like stepping into the pages of an epic novel, where history breathes from every stone and archway. Imagine exploring the Ark Fortress, a massive royal town within a town, where emirs once ruled and grand ceremonies took place. The scent of spices and the hum of bustling bazaars bring to life the stories of traders who journeyed along the Silk Road, exchanging goods and cultures, making Bukhara a melting pot of traditions and ideas. Samarkand, with its dazzling Registan Square and the awe-inspiring Shah-e-Zinda necropolis, is often described as the jewel of Central Asia. Picture yourself standing beneath the majestic domes and mosaics of the Gure Amir, the mausoleum of the great conqueror Timur, Tamerlane, feeling the weight of history that these walls have witnessed. These cities are not just historical landmarks, they are vibrant tapestries woven with the stories of scholars, artists, and adventurers who have left their indelible marks on the cultural landscape of Uzbekistan. Number 2. Tashkent TV Tower. The Tashkent TV Tower stands tall and proud, piercing the sky at 375 meters, 1,230 feet, making it the tallest structure in Central Asia. This architectural marvel is not just a beacon of communication, it's a symbol of Uzbekistan's modernization and aspirations. Imagine gazing up at this colossal tower, its sleek, futuristic design, a stark contrast against the historical backdrop of Tashkent. As the sun sets, the tower lights up like a giant needle threading through the tapestry of night, guiding eyes and hearts to its luminous presence. The panoramic views from above reveal a sprawling cityscape where ancient madrasas and bustling markets blend seamlessly with modern skyscrapers and leafy parks. From this vantage point, Tashkent unfolds like a living, breathing map, each landmark a chapter in the city's rich narrative. Topping our list is Aral Sea disaster. Once a thriving oasis in the heart of Central Asia, the Aral Sea was a vibrant hub of life, where fishing boats dotted the waters and communities flourished along its shores. Today, the Aral Sea disaster stands as a haunting testament to human intervention gone awry. Imagine standing on what was once a bustling waterfront, now a desolate desert landscape stretching as far as the eye can see. Rusting ships lie stranded in the sand, like skeletal remains of a bygone era, their hollow hulls echoing with the ghosts of a lost maritime culture. The water has retreated, leaving behind salt flats and toxic dust storms that sweep across the barren expanse, painting a stark picture of environmental neglect and its devastating consequences. The story of the Aral Sea is a cautionary tale of ambition and oversight. In the 1960s, Soviet irrigation projects diverted the rivers that fed this vast lake, aiming to transform the desert into cotton fields, often referred to as white gold. The plan succeeded in boosting cotton production, but at the catastrophic cost of draining the Aral Sea. As the waters receded, the local climate changed, becoming harsher and more arid, decimating the fishing industry and uprooting communities. Today, efforts are underway to mitigate the damage and restore parts of this lost sea, but the Aral Sea disaster remains a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human progress and environmental stewardship. It's a powerful example of how the ripple effects of ecological mismanagement can transform a once flourishing region into a stark symbol of human-induced change. Dear friends, if you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button and subscribe to PlacePicks to not miss our future videos.